Hello, wealthy, successful traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video, guys. I'm so glad you can be here with me. And I'm going to apologize that this is not a live video. Earlier, I made a perfect live video. However, the sound quality was really bad. So I'm having to make this without the live price action. However, the lesson is just as relevant. And what it is that I want to share with you is to wait for a proper trade setup. Waiting in the market is one of the master keys of successful trading. Unless you're a scalper, then they have all kind of advantages that the rest of us may not have. Now, trading is not hard. Trading's not hard at all. What's hard is trying to figure out where you're going to get the spurts of energy. The market will have a spurt of energy, then it has this long, boring waiting period. And you get another spurt of energy before price just continues to go on in harmony with the trend. But you can see that before we got this spurt, you got this long period of waiting and lots of choppy before you got into that really sweet trade. And this was actually the sweet trade that I was in, and it seemed like it was going to take forever before I got a really good profit. But most of the time when you enter a really good trade, you can put your stop loss under the previous candle, which is here. Let's go ahead and put a stop loss under there. And you can see most of the time when you enter a good trade setup, price is going to go in your favor. Now, there are times that price will actually come back down to re-challenge this area before continuing on in harmony with the direction that you've chosen. Now, if price closes below this candle, you do not have the advantage that you thought you did. And you can see many examples right here where you try to enter the trade and then it came back to close beneath it. You didn't have the advantage with that entry, but you can see what the good entry looks like. Once you're in profit on the 1 minute time frame, you can then switch to the 5 minute time frame and continue to follow your price action there. Let's take a look at this on the 5 minute time frame. Now, I blew this price action up just a bit on the 5 minute time frame, and you can see this is where that original stop loss was, and you're able to move it on the 5 minute time frame. And this is where it would stop until you get into this long, boring period. Here you can move the stop loss a little bit, but it's not even worth moving it. You just leave the stop loss there until you get another spurt of energy and this candle closes. And you continue to follow on the large pink candles, which I did. And actually, I was stopped out in the video. I got stopped out with this candle, and I took a short scalp and got a pip. I was trying to get 2 pips, but I closed out on 1. But guys, you will do more waiting in the market than you will trading. Also, you will get a much greater opportunity to enter areas like this. So when you enter your chart, ask yourself which way price is headed. If you are in range bound, find out what's going on in your chart, because you're going to have more opportunities to enter here than you will on your spurts of energy, because there are just more waiting times in the market like that. And you can see here, let's go ahead and get rid of this area. Okay, that stop loss that we were following, because now we are at an area of resistance. You see this previous area of resistance? At resistance, you are looking to sell. Why? Because you bought a diamond way down here at a really good price, And guess what? Now it's at its maximum value. Once your candlesticks, and I'm sure that we're going to bounce around here for a little bit of time before we actually get a reversal. This does not look like a time to reverse. But once your candlesticks show you that it's time to exit that trade, like it did for me here, it's time to go ahead and get out. Now, at the bottom of price, when you get to an area of support like you did here, you are looking for a buying opportunity, because every wise consumer wants a really good deal on sale. Here you got an opportunity to buy for what people were buying for up here. It's like getting an Equus, which is the $67,000 Hyundai. It's like getting a $67,000 Equus that people paid $67,000 up here for. It's like getting it at $34,000. That's why you want to buy at areas of support. But you want to buy once you get the confirming candlestick confirmation. That's so very important. Guys, I just want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have a terrific pip-filled trading week.